Proud to broadcast high school athletics
online
from Portland's West Side.
We are West Side Mobile Media,
Banks, Oregon.
Thanks for joining us online for this broadcast of Banks Braves High School Athletics on Westside Mobile Media. Banks Braves athletic broadcasts are brought to you by Jason Bond Remodeling, Jim's Market, Sarah Hesselman Premier Property Group, Christy Van Meter at Caliber Home Loans, LaHaye's Custom Embroidery, Banks Post Newspaper, Wanna Credit Union, Main Street Pizza, Scoggins Creek Coffee, Specialty Screen Printing, GorgeNet ISP, Econo Fab Pole Buildings, Enlightenment of You Party Events, and Oregon Army National Guard. Now, here's the voice of Westside Mobile Media, Trevor Beard, alongside color analyst Jonathan Lee.
Good evening and welcome back to Banks High School for another edition of Braves basketball. Game number one, the Banks Braves boys, the 7th ranked team in the state, and tops in what is arguably the weakest conference in 3A boys basketball, the Coastal Range League. The other two teams in the top three, Riverdale and Yamhill-Carlton, both ranked in outside the top 15, or Riverdale at number 10, Yamhill-Carlton outside the top 15. Yamhill-Carlton with a win tonight would create a mess atop the Coastal Range League with three teams tied for first place. Banks currently 4-0, Riverdale I believe just one loss on the season, and Yamhill-Carlton also 3-1 in the Coastal Range League and 10-6 overall. A lot of experience between these two teams, going back to their days in the Coapa League when Yamhill-Carlton was a member of the Coapa League and 4A. My first year, 2015 at Banks, was the Last year, Yamhill-Carlton was a member of the 4A classification, and those two teams have rejoined as league partners in the Coastal Range League this season, starting with football in the fall and volleyball as a heated rivalry is renewed. The closest geographic rival to Banks, located about 20 minutes south, just a little bit south of Forest Grove, between Forest Grove and McMinnville. Good evening, I'm Trevor Beard, voice of Westside Mobile Media. Jonathan Lee will be joining me from time to time, but mainly he's here to handle game number 2 as the Banks Braves on an incredible run on the ladies' side, 15-0, 4-0 in Coastal Range League play. Most of those games haven't even been close, and do not expect a close game tonight on the girls' side. Jonathan?
And they're actually an incredible program, 26-0 for the program. Banks JV, who is playing, I believe, right now over at the middle school, are 11-0 on the season. So the future is also bright for the Banks Lady Braves.
Well, one of the things we talked about earlier in the season when they had the Buddy Night for girls, that is the main reason for, or one of the main reasons for their continued success so many years in the playoffs, at least in basketball, is the youth program, the way it's built through Buddy Night. With the mini camps, they hold one night after practice, and then they allow the students involved with Buddy Night to show off their skills at halftime during one varsity contest.
One word that my coworker, when I shared that just about an hour ago, a coworker said, dynasty.
Yeah, Banks girls basketball, especially at the 3A and 4A level, has had a dynasty of runs to the playoffs. Not quite as strong of a dynasty as what I would say one of the top 5 girls programs in recent history, the Sutherland Bulldogs, right up there with the Oregon City Pioneer teams in the 90s. Banks and Sutherland right now in a collision course on the girls' side to meet for the 3A ladies title at Marshfield and North Bend coming up the first week of March. We'll go ahead and take a 1-minute break and talk a little bit more about both games coming up starting in about 10 minutes or so. This is Banks Braves High School basketball on Westside Mobile Media, built by Jason Bond Remodeling. Want to give your kitchen or bath a fresh new look? Jason Bond Remodeling has over 20 years experience fabricating and installing stone countertops and can upgrade your home with the countertops of your dreams without the dreamy price tag. They pride themselves on quality and customer satisfaction. They also offer cabinet installation and will do their best to beat any bid by 10%. Based in Washington County and will service most Portland area locations. For quality kitchen and bath remodels, call Jason Bond Remodeling at 503-430-0145.
Jim's Market in Banks is an institution serving the community for generations. They're actively involved in events and athletics from the youth league to high school level. Let them serve you with their locally grown fresh produce, fresh bakery items, including custom cakes, and quick hot food from their in-store deli. Jim's Market, conveniently located at the south entrance to Banks.
And we're back as we continue with Banks Braves pregame show on Westside Mobile Media. Banks Braves Athletics on Westside Mobile Media, built by Jason Bond Remodeling. As we take a look at the Coastal Range League standings for boys basketball. Pulling up the OSAA website, Coastal Range League boys basketball, Banks number 1 at 4-0, ranked 7th in the state with a overall record of 12-3, 4-0 in Coastal Range League play, coming off of a 60-54 home defeat to 4A top 10 Astoria. Coapa League now without Banks. It's Seaside and everybody else, and Astoria, who long had a dismal history boys basketball over the last 10 years or so. Has a new head coach in Alex Eterno. Spent a long time with Mike Jacobson on the girls' side and has that program back in playoff form as they were able to defeat Banks 60-54 on Saturday night, getting revenge after a blowout win by Banks at the Tillamook tournament over Christmas break. Banks number one in the Coastal Range League at 4-0. Riverdale of Southwest Portland 3-1. Yamhill-Carlton 3-1. Warrenton and Corbett 2-3. And just to tell you a little bit about how down this league is on the boys' side this year, Corbett went winless through the non-conference portion of their schedule, and still up until I believe the start or end of last week was in second place with 2 wins, and are now something like 2-13 or 2-14 overall, despite their only 2 wins coming in league play. Neocani at 1-3. A lot of people thought they might make some noise come playoff time for the boys' side. Neocani has traditionally had a strong girls basketball program in 2A, and they're moving up for 3A in most sports this season. I think the only exception is football. And then Rainier rounding out the bottom of the league at 0-4. Taking a look at the OSAA 3A boys basketball rankings. Westside Christian back to number 1 at 15-2. Dayton drops a spot to number 2, 15-1. De La Salle North, number 3 at 14-3. Oregon Episcopal 4 at 12-3. Lewis and Clark League and the Mountain Valley League, the 2 toughest conferences in 3A boys basketball. Cascade Christian number 5 at 11-2. Cresswell number 6 at 10-3. Banks number 7 at 12-3. Burns number 8 at 12-3. Number 9 Pleasant Hill also at 12-3. And Riverdale, the other team out of the Coastal Range League, in the top 10, rounding out the top 10 at 13-3. The Lewis and Clark League with 3 representatives in the top 10: Westside Christian, De La Salle, and Oregon Episcopal. And the Mountain Valley Conference representing the south end of the Willamette Valley, East, Central Oregon Sisters, and Siuslaw on the Central Oregon coast in Florence, with also 3 teams in the top 10 in Cresswell, Pleasant Hill, and Harrisburg. Technically 1 spot out, but Harrisburg's been in the top 10 for the first few weeks of the season also. Jonathan Lee, I think, is ready with tonight's keys for the game.
Yeah, some keys that came up with for this game. The first key, pass the mail, or maybe say pass on the mail or hold the mail. What I mean by that is get other people involved. If you're just going to rely on, Trevor, you saw the other night against Astoria, if you're going to rely on just Ben Mayo to do all your scoring, it's, you get against, once you get deeper in the league, that's not going to cut the mustard, if you will. You're going to have to, pardon the pun, I don't mean that, it's not going to, you're going to have to share the sugar, as Steve Lavin always said. You're going to have to share the wealth around, have somebody else step up and do some scoring as well. Ben Mayo's not going to, I mean, he's a great player. Let's not take anything away from Ben. So, hold up there, right, with those cards and letters. Don't send them just yet. I'm not disrespecting Ben. Ben's a great player. But what I'm saying is basketball's a team game, and you need more than just one player to do all the scoring. So the second key for this game, and that's pretty much a key you could put anywhere in a big matchup in the league, and that's crash the glass. Banks, go get out. You put a shot up, don't just rely and think, oh, that's going to go down, or just go, oh, I missed it, and go back and play defense. Follow your shot. Crash the glass. Go after it. Get the rebounds inside. Post players. Box out. Get nice, clean box outs. Do it legally. And get the inside position. Get to the ball. Get the rebounds. And get second chance points. Second chance points will win you a lot of ball games. Thirdly, Trevor, you were mentioning the other night, and we've seen this with this actually could go for the Banks girls as well. Lay-ins and free throws. Cue Bill Schonley.
Yeah, that Astoria game, you look at Dylan Jansen and Grayson Voss, 2 great rebounders down in the low block for the Braves, but a lot of putback opportunities, and they probably missed 10, 15 layups in that loss to Astoria. They got to be ready to put the ball back at the basket when they come down with the board and not be so nervous when they get the rebound and try to go back up and score. Otherwise, this is a team that could probably be in the top 5. Close game against Astoria. We weren't at the Madras game at the Sisters tournament, but a 1-point loss there. So really, I think the Westside Christian game was the only game that maybe if they had tweaked a couple of things, they wouldn't have had a chance to win. But definitely, I think this team could be in the top 5 if they were just able to make about half the free throws they missed and also convert on layups.
Talking about some of the trends of this game coming in, this is a Yamhill-Carlton team, albeit they played some lower division teams in the league, but still, they're coming in hot right now. They're coming in with a 3-game winning streak. They've won 7 of their last 10 games. The Braves, they dropped their last game, but they've also won 8 of their last 10 as well. But Yamhill-Carlton, they look, they're a bunch. Tigers is their mascot. Tigers are known to prowl and looking to prance, and Yamhill-Carlton looking to do that tonight and string a big upset against the number 7 team in the state.
Well, that's about time for us to send it down to Wyman Smith, Banks basketball public address announcer for tonight's starters. Mr. Smith, also a math teacher and assistant football coach here at Banks High School. Yamhill-Carlton will be in their road orange uniforms, black numerals, Yamhill across the top, Carlton on the bottom, orange shorts with black stripe running the length of the torso, top to bottom. Banks will be in their home white uniforms with kind of Egyptian-style block gold and Vegas gold and navy blue checkered pattern along the shorts with the Braves Arrowhead logo at the bottom. Starters tonight for the Tigers, number 3, Kyle Slater, a junior. Again, we do not have height or weight listed on the rosters, just year. Also starting tonight for Yamhill-Carlton, number 5, senior Jacob McGahee, number 11, Ethan Barnett, a junior. Number 15, James Brewer, a junior, and number 22, Caden Raver, a senior. Many of these players I recognize from football. Starting tonight for the Braves, number 2, Wyatt Selleck, point guard, a 6-foot senior. Number 3, Ben Mayo, a 5'11" senior guard, leading scorer on the team. Number 12, Ian Bodine, a 6'1" senior guard. Number 22, 6-foot senior post, Grayson Voss. And 6'3", senior post, Dylan Jansen. Still no Logan Kine. Last we heard, according to Parker Littlejohn, one of the bench players for the varsity team and also a JV player, he is out on vacation with his family. We're going to take a short intermission for tonight's national anthem.
Same great smile, same great service, but a brand new location and a great new team. Sarah Hesselman Group is still proud to support Banks High School athletics, but has now joined the Premier Property Group real estate team with new offices located in Bethany. If you're thinking about buying or selling a home, contact the Sarah Hesselman Group, Sarah at sarahhesselman.com, or call 503-313-0748.
Rankings are important numbers in determining Oregon high school playoffs. So are rankings when choosing a lender to help you with purchasing or refinancing your home. Our local community home loan expert, Christy Van Meter at Caliber Home Loans, is ready to help you win the day. Call Christy today for all of your home loan needs at 503-327-5302 or CaliberHomeLoans.com/KVanMeter. Christy Van Meter, NMLS number 1700271, state licensed in Oregon, an equal housing lender. All products are subject to credit and property approval.
And we're back, just about set for tip-off as the starters have been introduced. The sportsmanship script has been read and the national anthem has been performed immediately following the boys' broadcast. Jonathan and I will switch roles and he'll take over on the play-by-play side. It will be Dylan Jansen to jump it up for the Braves against the much smaller James Brewer.
False start.
And the tip is won by the Braves, moving right to left. As you look at your listening device, east to west geographically. Selleck with the basketball, drives left high post, tries to go backdoor. Nice job, laid off the right glass and in for Ben Mayo. Quick start for the Braves with an early 2-0 lead. Banks setting up their full court press into the front court. Got away with the carry, drives to the basket off the back rim and good for number 3, Kyle Slater, to tie the game at 2. 30 seconds in, tied at 2. Banks and Yamhill-Carlton. Braves hosting the Tigers. Bodine spins all the way to the basket, misses another layup, left little block, and takes it away though in the backcourt by Voss. Grayson Voss makes the score 4-2 Braves. Nice to have a student section back tonight. They were non-existent in the loss on Saturday. Steal by Bodine in the cross at midcourt. Foul before the shot, and Dylan Jansen is going to be fouled. It will be out of bounds to the Braves, left to their own basket with 6:56 in the opening quarter, just a minute in. 4-2 Braves. Inside to Bodine, lost the handle, takes it back out, kicks it out to Selleck, left wing, over and off, no good. Rebound to Ethan Barnett for the Tigers, back the other way, stolen by Selleck, far side, just in the front court, drives to the basket, no, and rebound, Selleck goes back up, puts it up and in. Wyatt Selleck with his first 2, and it's 6-2 Braves. And they forced a trap on Kyle Slater, 4 turnovers already on Yamhill-Carlton, trailing 6-2, 90 seconds in. Voss inbounds to Mayo in the backcourt. No pressure from the Tigers. Mayo to Bodine, way out far side at midcourt. Far side is the home side, the south side of the gym, away from where we're set up on the visitors section. High on the north side, nice entry pass from Jansen inside to Selleck, and it's 8-2 Braves, 6:07 to go in the first quarter. Tigers with the basketball in the front court. Slater double teamed. Tigers get it near side to McGahee. Back to Slater, right wing. Braves in a 2-3 zone. Slater drives inside and has it taken away by Selleck. Baseball pass ahead to Mayo, drives to the basket, lays it up and in, and it's a 10-2 Braves lead. I sense a timeout coming soon for the Tigers, but they have not called one yet. 5:35 in the opening quarter. Slater drives right wing. Wild through the key, throws up an air ball, and the rebound to Selleck. Tigers get back quickly. Braves want to push. Bodine left wing, drives all the way to the basket. The C's parted, and he is able to take it all the way to the hoop himself, and we do indeed have a Tigers timeout. 5:18 to go in the first quarter. It is now Banks 12 and Yamhill-Carlton 2. It has now been switched to a 30, so we'll keep things here with 5:18 to go in the opening quarter. Much better start for the Braves against Yamhill-Carlton, but again, Yamhill-Carlton not quite the same team for Astoria is. Astoria, a 4A playoff team, now ranked at 8 after their win over Banks on Saturday. Congratulations to several Braves football players who recently made the All-State 3A All-State first team and honorable mention for football. Tigers with the basketball following their quick timeout. Slater drives all the way himself amongst a crowd, flips it outside on the right wing to Barnett. Around the perimeter, far side to McGay. He has it knocked away. Ball loose, still loose, and we're going to get a loose ball foul on Ben Mayo. 5:01 to go in the first quarter. 12-2 Banks. First team foul. Hard to believe we played 3 minutes with as aggressive as Banks is defensively, and that's the first foul of the game.
First foul on Banks, second foul of the game.
Oh, okay, they hadn't put it on the board yet for YC. McGahee to inbound for the Tigers. Slater with it in the backcourt, back to McGahee. Left wing, cross-court pass, dangerous. Davis, right wing. Slater on top, back to Davis, right wing. Double team, slips to the floor, loses the basketball, and is just going to wrap it up, and we're going to have a jump ball. Possession will stay with the Tigers. 4:48 to go in the opening quarter.
Davis looked like he got away with a travel there as he was on the floor with the ball and kind of turned around with his body.
Yeah,
normally they'll call that a walk.
You can't roll around on the basketball once you're down on the floor trying to pick up a loose ball. We're going to have another jump ball as Jansen ties up Caden Raver, one of the leading players for YC football also this season. And as we have our second jump ball, that possession for the Tigers, the ball will go back to the Braves. Another turnover for YC. Selleck in the front court near side. Hands to Bodine, dribbles around far side right wing. Selleck thought about a right baseline three. Bodine into the corner to Mayo. He'll take a left corner three. No, too hard. Rebound to Davis. YC wants to push. Back the other way. Slater pulls up. Mayo got away with the travel. Loose ball stolen by Bodine. And Braves have an easy layup back the other way. Voss to Mayo. 14-2 Braves, and the route is on midway through the first quarter. And we're going to have a blocking foul on Grayson Voss as Kyle Slater is tripped to the floor near side front court. Non-shooting, just the second team foul on the Braves.
Yeah, that's a good call. Grayson got a little bit too much body on him that time.
14-2, 4:01 left first quarter. McGahee. Left wing against Mayo, and Braves just a smothering 2-3 zone to start the game. Voss hounding Davis. Slater gets it back, drives right side, gets it way out over the top to McGahee. Slater for three, right wing a little too hard, rebound to Selleck. Braves want to push into the front court. Bodine drives right baseline, cut off. It's tipped away, and it's going to go out of bounds back to the Tigers. A rare turnover for the Braves with 3.5 minutes left.
First turnover.
Yeah, I didn't remember a whole lot of turnovers before that. I wasn't sure if I missed any, but Slater with the basketball in the backcourt, gets it across against Voss. Now Bodine picks him up, drives through a couple of defenders, but is trapped, left high elbow, and spins away from Mayo. Left wing will bring it back out. We'll set it up far side. Left of the Braves navy blue double circle with the Vegas gold arrowhead inside. Trapped along the right baseline is James Brewer. Kick it out to Slater for three. That's in and out, no good from the left side. And we're going to have a jump ball. Possession will stay with the Tigers. A lot of jump balls early in this game as, again, it's Jansen tying up McGahee that time on the rebound, as he'll come out along with Ian Bodine in for the first time for the Braves are Wormington, and Logan Kind is with the team, just didn't start. And short that time on the long three from NBA range from Kyle Slater. Rebound again to the Braves. Mayo drives to the basket the other way, lays it up and in. He's got 8. Back the other way, we're going to get a foul on Logan Kind. Came over the top of James Davis on the layup, and YC with a rare opportunity to put points on the board from the charity stripe. Oh, yeah. First free throw from James Davis is good, 16-3, 2:39 in the first quarter. Second free throw is perfect. (16-4). Cliff Pennington with Oregon Sports Beat sitting to my right, making a very good observation that all of Banks' points so far have came from layups, mostly off of turnovers created by the press. Mayo, left baseline corner. Banks has had trouble against the 2-3 zone because it's forced them to shoot from the perimeter, which they haven't been very successful at this season, other than the first 2 games of the season in blowout wins over YC or over the Dalles and Tillamook. Wormington a right wing 3 and losing it out of bounds for the Tigers. Another turnover. Jacob McGahee on a loose ball gives the ball back to Banks. 16-4 Braves with 2:04 left in the first quarter. Kind, left baseline corner. Selleck to Mayo off the inbound play. A little too hard. Rebound, Logan Kind. Nice backdoor cut to Ben Mayo for the layup along the left baseline. Ben Mayo in double figures with 10. And it's 18-4 Braves. Slater in the backcourt against Voss. Clears it near side. Double team, lost it. Stolen by Selleck. YC trying to pressure Selleck. Gets it across to Voss. Cross-court pass far side to Wormington, right wing. Picks up the dribble. Braves have got to be careful. And, yeah. I knew there had to be a turnover in there somewhere. Wormington threw it back near side, attempting to get it to Mayo, and Mayo had already cut to the basket, had come racing back up near midcourt to try to save, flipped it around himself, and then came back in and was the first person to touch it, and that's a turnover.
That was great hustle, great effort by Ben Mayo to try and get that, but unfortunately just kind of leaned into the backcourt a little bit and came back. And just like in football, you can't go out of bounds and come back in.
Tigers with the basketball. Davis trapped far right baseline corner. Stolen by Selleck at the rim. Braves want to push again. 3-quarter pace. Mayo, left wing, drives baseline around Davis. Flips it up no, kind of a whirling dervish type move. Logan Kind gets his own miss, puts it back no, tip no, and finally controlled by Ben Mayo along the baseline and saves it off of McGahee. It'll stay Braves basketball with 53 seconds to go in the opening quarter as Christian Lida, starter for the Braves football team, starting quarterback, one of the all-state members from the Braves team, getting honorable mention as a quarterback. Mayo inside. Bodine wasn't ready for the pass, but is able to convert on the layup anyway, left side, and it's 20-4 Banks. Under 40 seconds, another turnover for YC. Easily more turnovers than they have points so far in the first quarter. That's got to be close to their 10th turnover already. 36 seconds to go. Banks a 20-4 lead. 13? 12. Okay. 12 turnovers for the Tigers, says Jonathan Lee. Mayo to Bodine, brings the ball free throw line. Mayo drives left baseline into a triple team and somehow flips it in anyway. Ben Mayo with 12. It's 22-4. Student section comes alive. We may see a running clock by the start of the fourth quarter. Tigers dangerous, living dangerously at midcourt. Inside to Raver, out to Davis, right corner 3. That's over and off, no good. At the horn, and after 1 quarter of play, it's all Braves coming out trying to make a statement after a 6-point loss in a matchup between 2 top 10 teams on Saturday. It's Banks 22, Yamhill-Carlton 4 after 1. We'll take a 30-second break and be back after this from LaHaye's Custom Embroidery.
Proudly serving our neighbors in Washington County since 1946, LaHaye's is your destination for locally made Letterman's jackets, custom embroidery for business apparel or a unique gift, and scouting uniforms and supplies. LaHaye's is on the corner of 3rd and Main in historic downtown Hillsboro. Open Wednesday through Friday, 10 to 6, Saturday, 10 to 4, and anytime online at lahayes.com or call us at 503-648-2341.
And we're back 22-4 Braves. Ben Mayo already in double figures with 12 to lead all scores easily. James Davis and Kyle Slater each with 2 for the Tigers. Selleck drives. Again, there we go with the backdoor pass to Bodine this time, and he gets the layup to go off the right side. And it's 24-4. Stolen the other way. Bodine drives to the basket, overlaid it, and rebound to the Tigers. Back the other way, quickly ahead, and Davis throws it straight up at the basket. Comes straight down without making contact with the rim, and we're going to get a foul on Logan Kind. 2 free throws for James Davis. First free throw makes contact with the front of the rim and falls off to the right, no good. Second free throw, no arc on it, nearly got it to go anyway, but it rattles out. Rebound is going to go out of bounds, and the ball will stay with the Tigers. 7.5 minutes left first half. 24-4 Braves. McGahee to inbound, left of his own hoop. Barnett now in the game for YC, number 34, who we do not have on the roster. 3 from Slater, no good. Rebound tipped around and controlled by Ethan Barnett. Back to Slater, left wing, harassed by Christian Lyda. Gets away from the defender. Near side to number 34, not on the roster. Number 32 is as high as our roster goes. Jonathan, do you have a 34 on your roster for YC?
Just a 32.
Yeah. So we do not have, and that pass a little too high, slipped through the fingertips of Ethan Barnett. Another turnover for the Tigers, 24-4 Braves, with 7:02 left in the first half. Selleck to Bodine, left wing. Back out on top to Selleck. Between the leg dribble, brings it left wing, hands to Bodine. Short pass to Lyda. Bodine back to Selleck near side. Backdoor shot pass to Christian Lyda, just like the play the girls run. And that's the first hoop for Christian Lyda. 26-4, and we're going to get a either a hand check or a hack on Christian Lyda. 26-4 Braves. Tigers with the basketball. Slater all the way left baseline. James Davis, right wing 3. That's short, no good. Rebound. Nice pass inside to number 34. Blocked, I think, by Selleck, or got checked by the bottom of the basket, or by the bottom of the backboard. Braves with the ball back the other way. Selleck right wing to Christian Lyda. Back to Selleck, way out on top, out midway between the top of the arc and the half-court circle. Near side to Wormington out on the wing. Kind, left baseline corner inside to Bodine. Jumper left to the key, just above the left low block. Ian Bodine has 8, and it's 28-4. Poked away, stolen. Logan Kind able to gather control. Ahead to Bodine, and we're going to get a travel on the Braves. 5:41 to go in the first half. Just the second turnover for Banks, with under 6 minutes to go before halftime.
15-2 in turnovers.
Big difference in this game. Banks converting a lot of those turnovers to easy layups. Slater in the front court far side. Weaves through some defenders on his way to the basket. Lays it up and in. Kyle Slater now with 4. And Yamhill-Carlton now with just 6 points.
Officials timeout.
And officials temporarily stop play. Not sure for the reason, but Voss will come in. Something with Christian Light. Is he bleeding or? 5:25 to go as we'll re-inbound.
Kind of odd. Normally on a make shot, they don't stop the clock for a sub. But that's what the officials did.
Inside to Dylan Jansen. Connects that time on the deep layup off the right side. Not really a layup, but long jumper along the right baseline, banked it home. 30-6 Braves, first 2 for Dylan Jansen. Tigers with the basketball. Slater tried to get it across the key along the end line. 34 saves it, keeps it alive for the Tigers. Barnett. Brewer, near side back to Slater, right wing.
Oh, you thought about the 3.
Slater back to Brewer for 3. Deep 3 from the right wing. High bounce over the top of the backboard and out of bounds. Paul will go back to the Braves with 4:37 left. And a 30-6 blowout early. Well, still 4.5 minutes to go in the first half, but
that was a high arching rainbow type 3.
That's the way I self-taught myself how to shoot the basketball growing up. Bodine with it far side. Back to Mayo, right wing 3. A little too long. That's an air ball. Nice job, though, by Voss. Nearly saved it. Another turnover for the Braves. Tigers want to push and flips a wild pass to Brewer. And Voss apparently knocked it out of bounds. I thought it was going back the other way, but Davis will inbound in front of the Braves bench down to our right. And didn't inbounded it, and then that's almost like a Three Stooges or Bad News Bears version of basketball. You inbound it and then don't turn around to expect to get the ball back, and just throws it behind you out of bounds. Mayo, Bodine to Selleck, again that backdoor shot pass. Mayo too hard, wasn't ready for the catch and shoot, I don't think. And we're going to have a loose ball foul on the Braves on the rebound.
Ben Mayo.
On Ben Mayo. (30-6), 3:54 to go in the first half, and
Ben got caught with his hand in the cookie jar.
Tigers were trying to get a substitution horn sounded, but officials weren't looking for it, and the Tigers are going to resume play before the sub is able to get in. And a turnover off the loose ball. No, Tigers get it back, and we're going to get a timeout. Tigers to save the possession, a 30-second with 3:39 left. Banks leading 30-6.
Good timeout there by Coach Martin McLaughlin for YC. He saw that rugby scrum happening. It's like, no, we got the ball now. Let's save it.
I don't know. I keep getting off on individual scoring again, too. Mayo with 12. Selleck with 4. Bodine with 8. Christian Lida with 2. Grayson Voss with 2. And Dylan Jansen with 2. But I'm off somewhere. We'll get individual scoring figured out at halftime. Ben Mayo with 12 still, I believe, to lead all scorers as we come back from the 30-second Tigers timeout. Barnett drives left side out to McGahee. Barnett left wing into the corner to Brewer, back to Barnett. Tigers trying to work the ball around the perimeter very quickly to hopefully try to.
Really been impressed with Grayson Voss's game. He's really active on the defensive end. He's in everywhere the ball goes, he is out on the ball. Doing a great job.
And although he's a post, he's playing in one of the guard positions defensively in the zone and still able to do a pretty decent job against the YC guards. Tried to feed Jansen that time in the low post right baseline. Back out to Bodine, won't take the three. Mayo gets it from Selleck, drives left baseline, back out to Bodine. Now he will take the three. That's an air ball too long, and it's batted around out of bounds off of Dylan Jansen. The ball will go back to the Tigers with 2:52 left in the half.
There's a word that we used to call that on the playground. Do you remember?
Pinball?
Annie over?
Oh, yeah. 30-6 Braves. 2:45 left. Dangerous pass as McGahee kind of had to do the limbo to stay out of the way of that one. We're going to get a foul on the Braves. Count the basket as James Brewer is going to go to the line for a chance at an and one. 30-8.
Obviously, James has some family here in attendance as they went crazy down to our left when he scored that. Good to see, though.
Second team foul on, or second personal on Voss. And just to give you a little bit of a sense of how aggressive Banks is playing, fouls, Banks 7, Tigers 1. 2.5 minutes left. Bodine back to Mayo, left wing. Jansen, nice pass inside, and we're going to have a jump ball as Voss gets tied up at the rim.
Well, this team, Yamhill-Carlton, of course, orange and black, and I tell you, there's a college team here in this state that's orange and black that if that was foul disparaging against them, there'd be one large man that would be on talking to some officials about maybe evening
Wayne
that
Kinkle.
up.
Barnett quickly into the front court for the Tigers and got away with the travel. Maybe might have been a foul too. And Christian Lida and Wormington comes up with the block on McGahee from behind and enters the front court with the basketball. Pass a little bit high right wing to Selleck. Wormington, top of the circle to Lida, takes a three, canned it. Second field goal for Christian Lida. He's got 5. And it's 33-8 under 2 minutes. Pass knocked away by Logan Kine, but Tigers get it back. Brewer, baseline right side to McGahee, and it's going to be tipped out of bounds, I believe, by Wyatt Selleck. 1:46 left in the half.
The last three by Christian Lida is the first made three by the Banks Braves tonight.
Nice to see Banks getting a little bit away from that out of their offense and not settling so much on the deep shot. It's cost them in a couple of their losses. 33-8 Braves. Slater, far side to Barnett, near side to Brewer, right wing. Tried to drive. We're going to get a loose ball foul on Connor McCutcheon now in the game.
Yeah, that was a hand check. Connor immediately put his hand on there right before he got to kind of bring himself into position, and actually was reading some things on OSAA.org in the packet for basketball. That is actually one of the man, the word escapes. It's points of emphasis this year for the officials is hand checking. They're going to call that a lot more closer this year.
33-9. Brewer connects on a pair. Brewer and Slater each with 4 to lead the Tigers. 33-10. Braves with 1:20 left in the half. Into the front court, Selleck near side, right in front of the scorers table. Pulls up just left to the top of the circle. Fade away, throws himself to the floor, I think hoping for a foul. Don't really think he was fouled. Tigers back the other way, and we're gonna get a foul on Jacob McGahee as he drives to the basket. It's not on McGahee, but he's gonna be fouled on the attempt.
Yeah, I don't know about that one. Wyatt Selleck was there, and I thought he did a pretty good job of holding up, and I think the official that time was anticipating that there was going to be contact, but there really actually wasn't contact, and he already blew the whistle early on because he anticipated the contact, and so at that point you just got to sell it.
Well, according to the scoreboard, the foul was on Logan Kind, his second, exactly 1 minute when that foul was committed. 33-11. McGahee hits the first for his first point of the game. Wormington right wing, and loses the dribble, has it knocked away, but gets it to Connor. Christian Light, a nice move, drives left to the basket, can't get the layup to go off the side of the rim, and rebound to the Tigers. McGahee into the front court, leaves it for Slater, left wing, won't take the deep three. Ethan Barnett trying to make a move outside. McGahee into the corner to Barnett, pull-up jumper. Brewer, pull-up jumper, rims out, no. Raver can't control the rebound, and it's taken away by Logan Kind. He'll pull up in the backcourt and get it to Wyatt Selleck. Braves will hold for the final shot of the half with 20 seconds left.
That was just like taking candy from a baby, literally. Logan just went up and just ripped the ball away.
Cross-court pass to Lida. Connor McCutcheon won't take the top of the circle three. Selleck drives around a defender, comes up short center of the key, right in front of the basket. And again, a lot of missed layups for Banks early, but against a team like Yamhill-Carlton, they're able to find some offense against a much weaker team.
Good crossover move that time by Wyatt Selleck, but he just couldn't get it to go down.
Halftime, number 7 Banks all over Yamhill-Carlton in what we thought might be a little bit closer game in the matchup of two top 3 teams. It's Banks 33, Yamhill-Carlton 11. We'll be back in 2 minutes after this from Banks Post newspaper.
Banks Post newspaper is the official news provider of West Side's greatest hits. Listen hourly for West Side news from the Banks Post newsroom. Banks Post newspaper covers Banks, Manning, Buxton, Roy, and surrounding western Washington County communities. If you'd like more information on the Banks Post or want to pick up a copy, visit a local business today. You can also visit their website at bankspost.com or their Facebook page, Banks Post. Do you or someone you know own a business? As a local business ourselves, we know how important daily operations are, which is why we offer small dollar business loans for equipment, building upgrades, machinery, and more. The credit union even provides employee benefits for business members. Learn more at wanafcu.org or ask to speak with a commercial team member today. Again, to learn more, visit wanafcu.org.
Visit Main Street Pizza in Banks, located next to Jim's Market, for the best pizza in Washington County. From loaded hot baked subs to a Main Street special pizza piled high, we will satisfy your pizza cravings. We've been serving and supporting the Banks community since 1986. Open daily at 11 a.m. Call ahead now to place your order at 503-324-5858 or follow us on Facebook to see our daily lunch specials. Mention this radio ad and receive $2 off any Main Street pizza.
Scoggins Creek Coffee is proud to offer delicious hot drinks and delectable breakfast items too. Visit their 2 locations in Gaston and Yamhill-Carlton. Open 7 days a week, Mondays through Saturdays until 5 and Sundays until 3. Make sure to ask about their weekly specials and visit their Facebook page. Scoggins Creek Coffee, 503-985-3483.
And we're back, 6:45 to go before the start of the third quarter. It's boys' buddy night, probably close to 75 youngsters on the court practicing ball handling drills with some of the Braves JV players, along with leader of the boys youth basketball program, Jimmy Bogroff. Halftime score, Banks, number 7 team in the state, in 3A boys basketball with a 33-11 lead over Yamhill-Carlton. Ben Mayo leading all scores with 12, all of those coming in the first quarter. Ian Bodine with 8. Christian Lida with a 3-point field goal and a jumper for 5. Wyatt Selleck with 4. Grayson Voss with 2 and Dylan Jansen with 2. For Yamhill-Carlton, 2 players with 4 points apiece, James Brewer and Kyle Slater. 2 points for James Davis and a free throw for Jacob McGahee, accounting for the 11 points of the Yamhill-Carlton Tigers. After today's broadcasts, Banks will be on the road for the next 3 starting Friday. We will not go to Warrenton, we know that for sure. Likely will not be any competitive matchups on either side in that doubleheader. Riverdale and Corbett are going to be the 2 toughest foes for at least the girls this season. If they're able to at least split those 2, they have a pretty good chance of taking home the league title, and right now they're hoping to continue on an undefeated run all the way to Marshfield and North Bend in early March for the state tournament. But Corbett is going to have something to try to say about that at the end of next week, as Banks is at Riverdale, or at Warrenton on Friday, at Riverdale, and at Corbett next week. Taking a look at other scores from around the state as we look at the Walnut Credit Union, as we pull up scores from OSAA boys basketball. Likely no other finals yet, but we may have some finals from last night. Yeah, no other finals from other games tonight around the state. Other contests in the Coastal Range League, Rainier is at Riverdale, and Neocani travels to Corbett. Mountain Valley Conference, Pleasant Hill is at Sisters, Siuslaw Florence at Cresswell, Harrisburg at Lapine. Far West League, Coquila Brookings Harbor, Douglas of Winston at St. Mary's, Glide at Lakeview, Cascade Christian of Medford at South Umpqua, Myrtle Creek, and Sutherland at Rogue River in a battle of 2 bottom feeders in the Far West League, as the Buddies get a hand coming off the court. All 5th graders and below, I do believe, doing ball handling drills for Buddy Night, as Braves have been doing every year for a couple of generations now, where they have a mini camp at the end of one varsity practice on each side, boys and girls, and then allow those players involved in the camp to show off their skills at halftime of a home varsity contest. Scores from last night in 3A boys basketball. Lewis and Clark League, Horizon Christian of Tualatin over Catlin Gable at home, 47-44. De La Salle North wins on the road at Oregon Episcopal convincingly, 81-61. And Westside Christian moves into the top spot after a 69-55 win at Valley Catholic of Beaverton. Pac West Conference, that's north end of the Mid-Valley. Santiam Christian just north of Corvallis over Jefferson, 56-35. Amity, no problem with Sheridan, 60-43. Dayton by 57 at Scio, 88-31. Amity, Dayton, and Santiam Christian likely your playoff teams from the Pac West Conference. And right now, if the playoffs were to end, or if the playoffs were to start today, either Harrisburg or Valley Catholic would be the at-large team if you're looking at possible 3A playoff scenarios. 2A boys basketball last night. Santiam over Blanchette. Ian Hutchins, former, current Banks alum, former Banks student, has assisted North Marion in both football and basketball, and now leading his own program at Blanchette of Salem, falling at Santiam of Mill City, 65-55. Salem Academy wins 61-50 at Jervis. Colton 44-34 win at home over Delphian of Sheridan. Western Christian of West Salem, no problem on the road in Central Oregon, blasting Culver 67-41. Regis over Willamina 74-64. Valley Coast Conference, probably one of the largest geographically, that runs all the way from the Rogue Valley to Lynn County. East Lynn Christian of Lebanon over Monroe 54-30. Lowell over Oak Ridge 78-49. Central Lynn wins at Toledo 64-41. Bandon wins at Walport 51-27. Gold Beach, no problem with Reedsport 64-27. And Oakland over Illinois Valley of Cave Junction 67-59 as we get ready for the start of the third quarter. Again, our score as the final seconds tick down to the start of the third quarter. Banks 33, Yamhill-Carlton 11. And Banks with the basketball. Selick as third quarter is underway. Mayo drives free throw line, gets hung up in the air, gets it to Selick left wing, cans it anyway. And Wyatt Selick now with 7. And it's 36-11 back the other way. Tigers nearly lose it. Pass a little too hard for Slater in the left corner. Back out. Tigers with the basketball. Barnett on top to Slater. Braves now with just their second three of the game. Slater, free throw line jumper as well short, barely gets the front of the iron, and the rebound to Mayo. He'll bring it up himself far side, no pressure in the backcourt. Drives all the way to the basket, hangs, and comes up short. Tigers able to screen out on the board. Brewer comes down with it, and Barnett will bring it up the court against Voss. McGahee holds. Now we'll bring it back center of the court. Far side to Slater on the wing. On top, kind of a three-man weave for the Tigers. And Barnett for three, no. Deep three from NBA range is a little too hard, but the rebound put back for McGahee is good. He has 3, and it's 36-13, a rare field goal for the Tigers. Back the other way. Voss drives left baseline, cut off, gets it back out to Jansen. Bodine drives. Nice pass to Mayo along the baseline. Hangs, lays it up and in. 14 for Ben Mayo, 38-13.
Lays it up with a kiss.
And out of bounds, back to the Braves, I think on an air ball by the Tigers. 6:16 to go.
Hit the basketball standard.
Oh, okay. I thought you were giving me a foul motion. 38-13, Braves with the basketball. Another turnover for the Tigers. Left wing to Mayo, nice pass inside to Voss, or to Jansen. Kick out to Mayo for 3, beautiful ball movement that time. Ben Mayo now with 17. 41-13. Braves heating up from beyond the arc now after they've gotten YC to drop off the zone with the interior play. Tigers with the basketball. Barnett, left wing, thought about a deep 3 against the much bigger Bodine. McGahee holds, tries to drive against Voss. Out to Barnett for 3, that's short off the front of the rim. Rebound to Jansen. Selick will push. Mayo drives left baseline, and we're going to get a blocking foul on James Brewer. First team foul on either team in the second half comes with 5:18 to go in the third quarter, and a 41-13 lead for the Braves. Mayo inbounds to Bodine, left baseline jumper is good. Ian Bodine, second Brave in double figures with 10. And we're going to get a loose ball foul. No, a timeout on YC. It will be a full. 5:09 to go in the third quarter. Banks by 30. It's the Braves 43. Yamhill-Carlton 13. As Jonathan said, they traveled before the timeout call. Oh, okay. We'll take a 1 minute or 30-second break and be back after this from Specialty Screen Printing.
Specialty Screen Printing in Yamhill offers your business the creativity and expertise to print your logo on a variety of items. Owners Ken and Linda Johnson have 40 years of experience on industrial parts and every type of material, including ceramic tile. Their fast service can have your project done in less than a week. Visit their website, specialtyscreenprinting.com, to see for yourself how they can help you boost your company's marketing and industrial screen printing needs. Call 971-998-9274 or visit their website, specialtyscreenprinting.com.
(46-13) Braves following another three from Banks. Slater finally cans one for the Tigers. 46-16. He has 7 now to lead YC.
It's been pretty quiet too. He scored those early in the game. Those 4 points.
And Selleck, heat check for him. 49-16. Third three-pointer for Selleck.
It was Ben Mayo on the right wing.
Ben Mayo now with 20. Drive inside is blocked on the attempt from Barnett. Braves back the other way. Baseball pass ahead to Bodine. Hit him in the groin. Bad pass. Voss is going to get called for... Actually, I think it's Jansen getting called for the travel. Mad at himself that...
Yeah, he bobbled it. He was like walking with the ball. He was walking, taking steps, and he was bobbling it, trying to get it in the right hand to lay it up, and you can't do that. So good call.
Tigers with the basketball, trailing by 33, 49-16. Slater.
Had some great officiating tonight. Been a very well officiated game.
Brewer, number 34 in the game for the Tigers, who again we do not have on our rosters. Inside, wild shot attempt from, I believe, James Brewer. Tried to go up against the tall trees. Back the other way. Logan Kine head fakes, gets his first layup. 51-16, and really surprised Yamhill-Carlton is 10-6, unless they played a weak schedule, because right now Corbett's played Banks a lot better than YC has, at least through the first almost full 3 quarters. 51-16 Braves. Ball knocked away, nearly stolen. Davis is able to save. Left baseline, number 34 stepped on the end line. Another turnover for the Tigers. (21) turnovers for YC.
At least.
51-16 Braves. Mayo right side three. That's over and off. No good. Rebound tipped. And it's going to be controlled by the Tigers. Slater into the front court. Drives to the basket. Hangs. Not sure what that was. Looked like he wanted to alley-oop it, but didn't alley-oop it to anybody but the backboard. But looked like a shot, but three from Mayo is good again. 23-11 coming in the third quarter. 54-16.
21 points in this quarter now for Banks.
54-16. Banks. Slater, left wing, drive center the key. Can't go up with it. Davis, left wing. Stolen by Bo Wormington. All the way to the basket. Can't get the layup. Gets his own rebound. Back the other way. Voss, nice pass to Logan Kine. Spins, nice move at the basket. Can't get it to go. Rebound. Came over the back, got away with it. And Davis is going to get it, the rebound for the Tigers. Banks outscoring the Tigers 21-5 in the third quarter. Back the other way. Bo Wormington with a rejection on the shot from Brewer. Back the other way. Voss got away with the travel. Slipped at the basket. Able to lay it up anyway, and in his second field goal, he's got 4. 56-16. The lead now is 40. Three the other way from Slater. No. Wormington getting trouble in the backcourt. Lost it and then able to get away from the defender quickly. Otherwise, very close to a 10-second count. Wormington to Mayo, under 10 seconds, has it knocked away. Ball still loose, and it's going to be controlled by
Get that weak shot out of here.
It's rejected out of bounds by Ben Mayo with 2 seconds in the quarter.
Weak sauce.
Banks will improve to 13-3. The inbound from number 21, who again we do not have on the roster. A half-court heave, I believe from Christian Lyda, far side, is going to go over the top of the backboard and out of bounds. After 3 quarters, it's all Braves. 56-16 over Yamhill-Carlton, another football score. Banks outscores the Tigers 23-5 in the period. We'll be back with a quick fourth quarter after this from GorgeNet ISP.
There's a new premier fiber internet provider in Vernonia featuring friendly and helpful customer service. Sign up with Gorge Networks today for symmetrical speed fiber internet, 300 meg or 1 gig speeds with managed Wi-Fi included in the low monthly price. No contracts or price increases. Refer a friend and get a free month of service. Make the switch to Gorge Networks today. Call 541-436-0223. You can also email us at sales@gorge.net.
And free throws, a C, better, but still some improvement. Pass to Mayo, well, they're doing that. They're getting other teams and other players involved.
YC basketball to start the fourth quarter, trailing by 40. Davis back out to number 34, and we have a kickball on Bo Wormington.
Ben Mayo still has 21 points in the game, but other players are stepping up to score. Wyatt Selleck, Ian Bodine.
Tigers with the basketball. Hadrian Fox now in the game. Ethan Barnett for 3. Canned that one.
That was pretty.
His first field goal. 56-19.
Just a second triple for Yamhill-Carlton.
Slater, I believe, hit the other one. We're going to have a loose ball foul on Ethan Barnett for the Tigers.
Parker Littlejohn in the game now for the Braves.
All bench players in. Bo Wormington, right baseline corner, nice entry pass to Logan Kine. Christian Light at top of the circle three. That's good. Christian's got 8, 67-19. Or 62-19. No. Ahead of myself, 59-19, and now a 3 from the Tigers the other way.
McGahee.
Thank you, 59-22. Parker Littlejohn in the game, hangs center of the key, gets hacked on his way up, missed everything but the side of the backboard, but he'll head to the line to shoot 2. Just the second foul in the second half, both coming against the Tigers. Now it's the third as the foul we thought was on number 11 for OIC, Ethan Barnett. Last time down was actually on number 1, James Davis. First free throw for Parker Littlejohn is good. Second free throw, nice rotation, rims out, but Logan Kine the rebound. McCutcheon comes racing up into the front court. Littlejohn to Lyda. McCutcheon sets a screen for Wormington. Logan Kine, YC fans wanted to travel, and now they're going to get it as Logan makes a bunny hop at the rim, trying to come to a jump stop. Thought he was bumped, but no foul called. Having a nice chat with James Davis of the Tigers. Nice sportsmanship between those two. Barnett into the front court, drives left to the key towards McCutcheon. Left wing 3 is no good from Hadrian Fox. Braves with the basketball. Christian Lyda back the other way. Christian Lyda hands to McCutcheon. Littlejohn left wing to Logan Kine. Couple of dribbles. Thought about taking it inside. Max Walker now in the game for the Braves. Parker Littlejohn for 3. Barely draws iron. Christian Lyda with the layup putback has 10, and it's 62-22.
5 in the second quarter, 5 in the fourth quarter for Christian Lyda.
Three from James Davis, no. Rebound for the Braves.
Connor McCutcheon with the rebound.
Christian Lyda back the other way to set up the offense for the Braves. Littlejohn right wing, gets a screen from Walker, able to drive around the defender into a double team. Logan Kine out to Christian Lyda. Thought about a heat check. He'll pull up 18-footer and traveled.
Yeah, just shuffled the pivot foot just a little bit too much. He was trying to set up for the shot just inside the three-point line, about an 18-footer. And he just kind of took a sliding step right there and just moved his pivot foot a little bit much, and after he already established it.
Looked like he couldn't decide where to shoot the ball from. Tigers with the basketball. Barnett. Cross-court pass to Adrian Fox. And another turnover for the Tigers. Back to the Braves. 3:40 and clock moving in a running clock as Mason Bartlett comes in for the first time.
I have YC as 25 turnovers now. 4 for the Braves.
Christian Lyda gets a hard screen from Max Walker. Logan Kine wanted to get it to Littlejohn, but he cut just as Logan tried to make the pass. Lyda pulls up top of the circle. Littlejohn right wing, bumped. Bounce pass to Logan Kine, left wing. Way out to Connor McCutcheon near side. Max Walker again sets another screen. Out to Logan Kine for 3. Looked like that was one of those backdoor pass attempts, but didn't communicate with anybody, so wound up looking like a wild air ball shot. Barnett for a deep NBA 3. That's off the front of the rim, no. Rebound,
yeah,
Littlejohn.
Yeah, just leave those to Damian Lillard, please.
Bo Wormington, I think, will check in next whistle for the Braves if there is one. Lyda for 3, no, off the back rim. Rebound, Logan Kine takes it away. Back out to Connor McCutcheon for three. Off to the side, no good. Rebound, Logan Kine again. Can't go up. Out to Christian Lyda, left side perimeter. Drives through the key, pulls up free throw line. To Littlejohn, right corner, just above the baseline, between the wing and the baseline. McCutcheon can't go up left of the key. Logan Kine left low block. Tries to reverse it. Will hook a pass out on top to Littlejohn. Just inside the key, has to get out. Gets it back out to Lyda. 2:05 left. Lyda loses the dribble for a moment. Gets it back. Logan Kine looking for somebody to get the ball to. Doesn't want to take the three. McCutcheon dribbles dribbles right elbow. Back out to Littlejohn. Braves may not shoot the rest of the game. Lyda.
And that's something next year that I was going to say. It would have been one of these pat to head by now next year. Shot clock violation.
Logan Kine to Littlejohn. Right side, top of the circle. Lyda. Walker looks confused offensively. Nearly ran into Christian Lyda trying to keep the dribble.
Get it out of your system now. You can't do it next year.
Logan Kine to McCutcheon. Back to Kine, left baseline corner three. Air ball. Rebound to the Tigers.
All that for that.
Barnett into the front court. Drives against Lyda, and we're going to get a loose ball foul. Great timeout. Hand check on Christian Lyda. 1:04 left as Warmington will come back in for Logan Kine. Fox to inbound, left of his own hoop. Barnett to Mason Bartlett, left wing. Way out on top to 34, back inside to Bartlett. That makes a move right of the key, cutting across. Can't get it to fall, around the rim and off. Rebound to Bo Wormington, and with 35 seconds, no, it's stolen by the Tigers, and the layup is good from number 34, who we don't have on the roster. 62-24, likely our final score, as Christian Lyda will walk it into the front court.
Now you
Wormington
can
will hold.
Shot clock would be off.
To Lyda. Littlejohn will dribble out the clock. That'll do it. Final score. Number 7 Banks with a convincing 62-24 win in a statement game, coming back from a 6-point loss to 4A top 10 Astoria. We'll take a 1-minute break and get you a look at our Oregon hero of the game when we come back after this. From Econo Fab, final score Banks 62, Yamhill-Carlton 24.
Hey Brave fans, this is Chris.
Actually got outscored 8-6 in the fourth.
Yeah, the Mystic gave Christian Lyda.
The Army National Guard plays a vital role in your community. We're on the front lines supporting essential personnel, first responders, law enforcement, and medical professionals, delivering food, supplies, and medicine, keeping communities safe, making a difference. During emergencies, we're always ready, always there. Learn more about part-time service in the Army National Guard at nationalguard.com.
Sponsored by the Oregon Army National Guard, aired by the Oregon Association of Broadcasters and this station.
And I have the final score of 61-24.
I'm going to have to...
Well, as I've seen, the scoreboard has been wrong. points, and 10 points for Ian Bodine, who was just great. Then Ian Voss didn't, Grayson Voss didn't score tonight, but he was all over the place defensively. Great. Actually, Grayson Voss did score tonight. Grayson Voss had 4 points, just 4 points tonight, but he was all over the place defensively. He had at least 4 steals out there. Logan Kind had 2 points, and Dylan Jansen 2 points and 4 rebounds. Logan Kind 2 points and 7 rebounds. I think
the boards helping Banks in the win and forcing YC into more turnovers than they had points in the game. That'll do it for game number 1. Final score of Banks 62, Yamhill-Carlton boys basketball. Jonathan? 24 turnovers. Oh, 61-24 is the confirmed final score. Although the scoreboard said 62, that'll do it for us. Either way, Banks with a convincing win, improving to 13-3 and 5-0. Yamhill-Carlton drops to 10-7 and 3-2. We'll take a short intermission and get ready for game number 2. We hope to have you join us shortly. For Jonathan Lee, I'm Trevor Beard. We'll switch sides and be back in just a few moments on Westside Mobile.